Welcome to this week's running of the NASCAR Publix AI6 Xfinity Series. Today we have a great race at Las Vegas Motor Speedway coming up in just a few moments. Alright, we go trackside right now as we are ready to fire up the engines on these race cars and get going here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And you know what? We'll pull up. I'm going to pull up the starting lineup for today. Well, this is the grid. We got Annapolis starting on the pole in the number 75, running a 30.385. Redding Cali in the 61. Right next to him is second. Third, Wyatt Youngblood in the number Penske, number 12. Fourth, Annapolis' teammate Albany in the number 90. Qualifying in fourth position. Fifth position is Micah Sanchez, the number 41. Sixth, we have Jackson Cottingham in the 07. Seventh is Danny D'Estasio in the 7 car. 8 is Brian Post, also in the number 8 car. Qualifying 9th is Bailey Batts in the 00. Qualifying 10th is Snowflake Bells in the number 10 car. And qualifying 11th, Jeff Bell's in the number 11 car as well. And qualifying 12th is Ethan Eckert in the number 22. Well, right here we got a lot of work cut ahead. 50 laps here from this race, and it's going to be an interesting one. So let's pull up what we got right now. 78 degrees, 45% humidity, partly cloudy, 2 mile/hour winds. Track is about a mile and a half, 116 degree track temps currently. And we're in Las Vegas, Sin City, place where you can gamble all your money away. But we are very much ready to see these guys get going, as it's very interesting. It's a very interesting run. You know, these guys, they went to Daytona last week, and you know, we saw a big difference in racing there than here. We saw a huge crash as well that I feel like we won't see a lot of those big crashes, but we definitely will see a wreck here, as this track is known in the series for having a lot of wrecks in the Cup Series. A lot of big wrecks. I'm thinking Nick Sedaris' big wreck from Season 1, where he almost went upside down but hit the wall very, very hard. And, well, we're ready to see these guys get going very, very soon. We will go down trackside. Well, the number 75, Hellman's, that's Annapolis' car. He's getting ready, lined up next to the Ford-sponsored Ford Mustang of Cali, of Redding. It's going to be an interesting race. A lot of battles, a lot of tire saving, I know that for sure. That's going to be a big thing. Don't lose your tires early, or else you'll fall off bad. And that's something that a lot of people don't want to do. But looking into it, it's going to be a great race. A lot of number changes. You know, some driver swaps out here. Mr. Bear starting in that 36, starting 22nd. We have in the 44, Nolan Crane coming back from a break. He is not racing in this race today, though. He will make his debut next week. But for today, Josh Berry is the big story, trying to come off of a win with another win. That's always a great thing. But we're going to go to the weather. So this is what we got for so far with the weather. Track's going to be very good. It's about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're ready to get going. Driver inputs, you can see it right there. Just checking to see if everything works. We have the dashboard as well, so we can show you during the race. It's going to be very interesting. Alright, and we are about to get kicked off right now. And they're off, pacing one lap around, and then We'd be going green. So last time we came here, it was an interesting race for the Cup Series. Last time this race was on live, it was an interesting race. Robbie Gervasi and the 11 car, I forgot who drove it, but they started up front. They both ended up wrecking into turn 1, and we had a caution-filled race after that. Will this change? We will see. This is also the Xfinity Series, brand new drivers, brand new series, just everything trying to get into, everybody trying to click into place and just get everything going. So that's the number one thing for a lot of these drivers. They're just trying to get everything going. They're trying to run laps. They're trying to get their experience up and potentially make it to the next round, which is the Cup Series. We've also gotten word that there's a potential of introduction to trucks next season, which would be very interesting. That would be 3 races a week. But for now, we have our 2 races a week, and we're ready to get going here. So we're going to pull up the dashboard to see how Annapolis will get started going. He's starting in 2nd gear. Currently at 60. The pace car is going to take the hard left into pit road, and we are green.
Green, green, green.
Oh, Annapolis got a huge run. The top line couldn't really get going. And they are pushing bottom line. That's why Youngblood in 12. But the Advanced Auto Parts sponsorship, brand new. Added when NASCAR 25 came out. Now everybody really splitting up. The top line has struggled. Red and Cali has dropped so far. A lot of guys using the apron. Go take a look back into this pack. There's like 3 wide back here. Behind them, this is just Hornets' Nest. Annapolis kind of ran away with it, but taking a look here, a lot of the guys up front. Take a look at why Youngblood as he tries to close the gap on it. Right on board. He's trying to cut down the leader's time, and he's been doing it relatively well, only staying about 0.3 of a second off, but still maintaining to try to push forward. He's gaining on Annapolis for that lead, but the rest of the field has fallen behind, except for the top 3, and Red and Cali right behind. Avenge the horrible start he had, but you can see in the bottom right corner, speeds they're gonna slow down, and Trenton has stopped on the racetrack. And he is gone. Alright, well, that was an interesting start. Take a look what happened here. Just kind of looking back through the tapes. He got... racing side by side with the 34, and 34 just kind of comes up, hits him. Ooh, big hit into the wall. Well, that's an interesting way to lose a race, that's for sure. But I'm guessing damage to the front. Yeah, it's a lot of damage, and he's pulled it off. So he's going to have a tow to see if that damage is able to be fixed. Caution's out. Caution is out. Something. Well, I missed it, but here we are. Okay. Damage. Nicole Trudeau's race car is. We're going to take a look back now. Big damage to many race cars as well in this field. So here's the replay we have right now. Just watch this. Ooh, Cole Trudeau gets into Ethan Eckert, and wow, what a hit for the 48 of Alfredo Hidalgo. And that 70 car of Thomas Annunziata getting big damage as his hood goes absolutely flying. Let's take another look at this wreck really quickly from a different point of view. We're going to take the view of Alfredo Hidalgo as he sustained big damage from that wreck. We're going to take a look at this now. So he's just racing, and way ahead. They get into each other, and well, Alfredo comes up the racetrack a little bit and gets clipped by the 62. And that may be one of the hardest hits we've seen this season. Huge wreck by the 48. And then comes back down into the field. Paxton Brandon slows down, but still hits him. And that's damage on that 94 car as well. But big damage to the 48. And we're going to take a look at this one more time from the view of Thomas Annunziata, as he got some big damage from that wreck. Let's take a look. So here they are. He's racing in the pack with Paxton Brandon. Wreck's happening in front, slowing down, and oh man, he just couldn't stop in time. Landon Slagan also some damage. That was Annunziata's car. A lot of damage. That may take him out of this race. But we're back focusing on the leader now. After that big crash, now it's a big time for, well, a lot of these guys to figure out what they're going to do. We're about 10 laps in currently. Annapolis still leading. But a big shakeup as Albany's come up to 4th place. Field is a little bit shaken up, kind of. Not a lot, but they're there. Still got the same top 3 as we had before. We're going to take a look now what we got coming up as we go too wide. Well, another crash unfortunately takes a couple guys out of the race, but gotta look at it that they are just gonna keep pushing and keep moving. And the pace car is going to make the left onto pit road. So we will go green once again on lap 10. Rolling. Green flag in the air.
Green flag.
Annapolis takes another huge jump at the top line, fails to get it moving again. Oh, in the wall. The 90 car. Hit the wall a little bit. And he's going to lose a spot to Bailey Dax in the 0-0. Great run. We don't really have a lot of cars left in this main pack, but they're all moving. BBR now has 2 cars out of this race with a lot of damage. And Annapolis still leads. Second with Redding Cali. Oh, he's going to pass him. He took the turn way too wide. That was a mistake. Redding Cali's going to take the lead. He's going to try to run away with it now. Annapolis just made a mistake going into the turn 1. He kind of just went up the racetrack. And he can't really do that here. So now he's got a lot of work cut out to catch this leader. But remember, we're only about not even halfway through this race. Maybe a quarter of the way through this race. So there's still a lot of stuff that can go on in the next bunch of laps that we have. But Sacramento Cali out to the front now. That is GKR equipment. As GKR has been relatively quiet so far as their entries in the Xfinity Series haven't really done too well. But a lot of them is pushing. And the next one I see right now is James Carney in that 26th spot. Sacramento Cali's in 14th currently. James Carney and John Bergeron the third. George Peters the third sit in 25th and 26th. So this team has just gotten to a struggled start, but I think they could do it. They got a great Cup team. Their Cup team is very great. I think they have a really good chance to pull something out if they run it. So it's gonna be a great thing for them. And well, and that just kind of closed that gap a little bit. We're gonna take a look more back in the pack. This is Jingles Bells from the 19 Ally car, new sponsor by the way. Ooh, almost got into the 35. And then you can see Sacramento Cali in the number 4 Mobile 1 car, moving around traffic a little bit. We're going to take a look at the teammates Harrisburg and Dover. They are back here as well. Let's see if there's third moving in that Mobile 164 car with Mr. Bear, the new driver this season, the Kubota Tools number 36. James Carney right behind him in the 66. And that's really the rest of the field. Logan Morales in the 15 Brent car. Just the rest of the field right there. Landon Slagan had a little bit of damage from the last wreck. He's coming around, but everybody else in the pits for damage. And Ethan Eckert is out of this car. Out of this race. We'll go back to the front end. Annapolis has kind of closed the gap. We're going to take a look on board with him. We're going to take a look to see how he's been running these turns, because he has obviously been the car to beat today. Pole sitter, and he's been running very well. And as you can see, he's trying to chase down that 61 Ford. Well, NASCAR 25 has added a lot of sponsors, and we're going to take a look really quick at some of the drivers who are currently running them. Danny Stasio is running Quaker State, which is relatively new, but not fully new. Let's take a look. Wyatt Youngblood in the number 12 Advanced Auto Parts cars. Advanced Auto Parts was added with the release of NASCAR 25. Guys in Cottingham running SKF, which was also added with the release of NASCAR 25. And Jingles Bells right behind him with the Ally sponsor that was added. Looking around the pack for drivers. Currently, oh, Cole Trudeau, who's in the pits right now, currently running Castrol, which was added as well. Trenton's out of this race. Micah Sanchez is also out of this race, and I think Trenton was running a new sponsor, but he got damaged, and he's out of the race. Well, we're almost halfway through this one now. Lap 21 we're entering, and really hasn't changed anything so far. really stayed the same up here. The top three is still the same top three that started this race. And they're pulling away from the guys behind them. Mellon, another driver, forgot to mention, also running paint scheme. That is the fifth third bank #1 car. Great paint scheme too. Going back up front, Redding Cali really running away with it as Paxton Brandon's now come back out on the racetrack with his car. He's gotten the damage fixed, but he's 13 laps down. Cole Trudeau also back on track, as well as Thomas Annunziata's getting back on track. He's gotten damage fixed. But all the other drivers mentioned, they're out of this one. And Redding now, big gap. We're going to take a look at the battle for second. Wyatt lost it, and I don't know what happened. He's still pushing. Here. Let's take a look at the battle for ninth between Mellon and Sacramento, and that's getting heated. And also, we missed it. Brian Post with the Jack's Link car in the 8. That's another new sponsor as well. He's going to overtake both of them. And we have a battle for ninth. Wow, that's a battle for 10th. Well, Sacramento up 13 spots from the start of this race. Jay Bergamel, the biggest mover of the day, up 20. And he is now going for that 4th place spot. Annapolis has retaken the lead, and Redding Cali has an issue. He's just lost 2 spots. Well, he's down 2. Annapolis is running away. Oh, Wyatt Youngblood. He's going to try for a pass on the inside. There they go. Wyatt Youngblood's going to make a pass for the lead. As Annapolis once again takes the turn wide, and now he's battling with Redding Cali for 3rd. But Wyatt Youngblood takes the lead for Penske Motorsports. Oh, he's getting it. Oh, man, he had to slow down so much. He was trying to pull biggest slide job I've ever seen here. And with 24 to go, half this race is over, and we've got a lot of interesting stuff happening at the front. And I'm going to go on board with Annapolis as he just dropped back. Well, obviously, it's been a 3-car race this race, so a lot of interesting situations have gone on, and, well, Annapolis is trying to cut it down. Tire fall off you can kind of see starting to happen, and just a lot of movement and everything. And Wyatt Youngblood waited, and he is pulling away. Annapolis, you can see, kind of just struggling to keep the car straight in the corners, and really it seems like he's just having an issue, and he's going to drop back very far. He's on board with Redding Cali. Well, that's the biggest thing. Do they have to pit this race? What does the gas look like? Everything comes in to this moment, and well, they've all gone 28 laps. But can they make the whole entire race? And we will see if that happens. This is going to get very, very interesting as we continue. Car in the pits. That's Casey Bristow. Take a look at what he's going to get. He's got damage on the rear, so he could be coming in for damage repair, but take a look. Why Youngblood, Sacramento, Cali, all pitting. So here we go. Here's the pit strat. Now we will see right here. Annapolis stays out. What a bold move. Into the pits. Is it just gas and go, or are they taking tires? Everybody's coming in. Wyatt Youngblood, a great run out of the pits. Sacramento's going to have to catch him. Dover's coming in. Wyatt Youngblood's coming out. And Annapolis is into the pits. Could it be a great pit strategy for Annapolis to keep the lead? We will see. So now Wyatt Youngblood gets back on the track with Redding behind him. Annapolis taking 5 years to get into his pit stall. Could have a chance to lose the lead here. On the front stretch. Annapolis is out. Wyatt Youngblood's going to pass him. Well, that pit strategy didn't really help. Redding's going to also go by. Annapolis finds himself in third. And Wyatt Youngblood has taken a huge lead coming to the end of this race. Now single file out. We're going to take a look. It's on the roll bar of the 61 car. 17 to go here from Las Vegas in the Visit Las Vegas 250. You're watching the Publix AI series. Redding is cutting down the lead. Hold on, folks. We may have a good finish here. If he can continue this pace, he's got a great chance to overtake Wyatt. On the gas again. Great. Great exit. Nope, Wyatt Youngblood's now gaining. Getting really good off the corners. This is Annapolis' rear cam. 13 to go. White Youngblood still a big lead. Almost 2 seconds on the second place car. It's going to get very interesting coming to the end. Can Wyatt hold off Redding Cali for his first ever Xfinity win? Great backstretch, but he only cut down about 0.10 seconds, and that's not really a great mark to go off of. There's a 61. He's cut it down. He's almost about a second now. Oh, he's gaining on the backstretch. That's the biggest issue now. With 10 to go, coming to 9 to go, can Redding come back and steal a victory from Wyatt Youngblood and Penske Motorsports? Team Penske just appeared in the Cup Series this year, led by drivers like Bruce Dudley, Austin Rez, and Xavier Dawkins-Batiste. And their Xfinity crew is Ethan Eckert, who's currently out of the race right now. Jax Holder in the 2 is currently in 15th. And Wyatt Youngblood, who's in the 12 car. The real question is, will Team Penske get their first win in the NASCAR League today, or will GKR pull another stunner out of the hat? Well, we'll see. We got 8 to go, coming to 7, and they're only split by about 1.2 seconds, but still, if you're Wyatt Youngblood, you cannot screw up at all here. Last week's winner, Josh Berry, currently sits in 16th position, but he's already locked in to the Xfinity playoffs, which will only feature 12 drivers instead of 16 like the Cup. 12 driver championship field, so more competitiveness. You can't just win one race and make it in. You're going to have to win multiple and be really good on points. 6 to go down the back straightaway. And Wyatt Youngblood has no signs of giving up yet. Coming to 5 to go. 5 times around Vegas. Who will be going home with the big prize? Wyatt Youngblood has just put on another 0.2 seconds on Redding Cali. He's got 5 more times to come around this racetrack. Youngblood, who has led a lot of this race, including and with the 61 and the 75, they're the only 3 to lead a lap. Biggest movers tied, Jay Bergermouth and Jingles Bells. Nope. It's not. It is James Carney with 22 spots he's climbed up from the start of this race. And that's our big mover of the day so far. Biggest loser of the day is Micah Sanchez, who's lost 30 spots after starting this race and wrecking out. 3 to go. Wyatt Youngblood leads by a second and a half. Can he pull out the first win for Team Penske in the Xfinity Series and in the NASCAR League? Through turns 3 and 4, continuing to push. About 1.3 seconds ahead of Red and Cali. 2 to go. Wyatt Youngblood still leading here. He's got 2 circuits around to be another first-time winner in the Xfinity Series. One more time around. The white flag is out. 1 to go. Sponsored by Publix. And Wyatt Youngblood just needs to complete 4 good corners, and he will cement himself into NASCAR Xfinity history. Through turns 3 and 4. Coming out of turn 4 to the front straightaway. Wyatt Youngblood will get it done. He's going to win at Las Vegas. And what a dominating race. As Wyatt Youngblood will get it done for Team Penske here at Vegas. Alright, we'll pull out the results here for you. Alright, Wyatt Youngblood will come home the winner. Coming runner-up is Red and Cali. Third is Annapolis. Fourth, Bailey Datz in the 00. Fifth, Jay Bergermouth in the 34. Sixth, Jeff Bells in the 11. Seventh, Gizmo Tech in the 38. Eighth, Bryson Moody in the 45. Ninth, Brian Post in the 8. 10th, Jingles Bells in the 19. 11th, Sacramento Cali in the number 4. 12th, James Carney in the 66. 13th, Casey Bristow in the 92. 14th is Mellon in the number 1. 15th is Jax Holder in the number 2. 16th is Luna Morales in the 15 car. 17th is Danny DeSasio in the number 7. And 18th, George Garfidas III in the 64 car. Well, it was a great race. Second race of the season, and 2 new winners. Thank you for watching the NASCAR Publix AI series on the Mr. Snake channel. And be prepared. Later tonight will be the Cup Series race, also at Las Vegas. Another big race coming up. And if you haven't caught the Daytona races, they are on the YouTube channel. Just scroll back there inside of the folder that is titled AI Xfinity Series Season 3 or AI Cup Series Season 3. And, well, it was a great one today. Great race from Vegas. And we will see you next week for Xfinity Series Publix AI Series Racing. Thank you.